Hey everybody, this is Chelsea Schaefer.
And Caitlin Dustov.
And this is The Score, the official podcast of the sport of team roping. This is the Team Roping Journal's semi-weekly podcast highlighting the team roping industry's top talent and influencers through stories that inspire and connect ropers. We sit down with ropers from the professional ranks as well as industry icons and producers to delve into topics that make the team roping world tick. This is season 2. It will feature even deeper interviews, storytelling, and issue-based coverage, and we are so excited you're here. This episode is brought to you by SmartPack Equine. Learn more at smartpack.com. 2019 will mark Luke Brown's 12th NFR. He is in the elite club of Cowboys who have not missed one trip to Vegas since their first, and that's no accident. Brown, who will rope at the Thomas and Mack with reigning world champ Paul Eaves, has over $2 million in career earnings and 3 NFR average titles to his name. At 45, Luke is setting himself up for a life with his wife Lacey and daughter Libby at their new home in Lipan, Texas. And that is where we sat down to discuss his year in 2019 and his plans for the future. Enjoy! Hi, Luke.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Is that going to make you nervous? Should I? I'll watch the audio on my side. They can't hear you when you nod, though, on a podcast. Nodding is not an acceptable answer on a podcast.
All right.
So, all right. So here we are. We are sitting in your brand new house that you worked so dang hard to build. Tell me, how long has this process been going on? You're building your dream place.
I think we bought the land about 3 years ago, and we sold our house a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago. So it's been a couple of years.
What wins have contributed to this place?
12 NFRs,
yeah,
for sure. The BFI, pretty much every dollar I've ever won's about the only thing I ever saved was paying for the other place. So that place is kind of halfway paid for this one.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So what else? So right now we're sitting in is this a barn dominium barn apartment? Barn apartment doesn't do this justice though. This is a gorgeous.
Well, it was supposed to be a barn apartment, and then of course, like everything, when you go to building it, you got to have this and you got to have that. And it kind of turned into a kind of our house.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it's gorgeous. And now the arena, you have a prefab panel arena right now. Mm-hmm. Are you going to leave the panels? Or are you going to build pipe? What are you thinking?
I'm not sure. I kind of like the panels. I've always had a panel arena. I probably just kind of add to it and mess around with it. But
how big is it?
It's 135 by 270 maybe, 260.
And is it, do you spend most of your time in your practice pen working on horses or yourself? You're not like one of the guys that always has like a bunch of 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds around, correct?
No, but I actually do have a couple young horses now, and I have been working more on horses, and I'm not roping as good, so I think I might need to go back to getting some more practice horses and working on myself again.
Yeah? What are the young horses that you have?
I got a couple of 8-year-olds that come from North Dakota that they're going pretty good anyway, so it's kind of almost like they're really good horses. But usually I only have 2 or 3 practice horses and a couple of good horses. I think there's like maybe 10 rope horses out there now, so it's pretty much all day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now the practice horses, talk about that balance that you're trying to find right now between working on young horses, working on your roping. Why do you think working on young horses is affecting your roping negatively?
I don't really think it's affecting. I don't think it's negative by no means. I think it's a good thing. But usually my day usually consists of just roping all day for myself. Try to run, 50, 60, 70 steers a day throughout the day at a couple different places, not just here. And since I've been home, I've pretty much just been roping here and roping slow, and then I'll practice a little bit on a practice horse or two maybe before the day's up. But my whole career I've pretty much just rode practice horses all day and roped because I like doing it anyway. But I tried to change it up a little bit, and I think I'm gonna go back the other way for a little while.
Yeah.
Just rope for a while. Yeah.
What about, so are you going to go back to just roping on the young horse, like, or are you going to put turn the young horses out for a little while and buy some
No,
more?
I'm gonna spend a couple hours doing that too, but
Mm-hmm.
so my day's gonna get a little longer, but I'm gonna do them both.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What do you like in the young horses that you bought?
I have a gray horse that is super talented, super talented, and a little bay that's not quite as far along as him. But they're both they got good minds, and they really want to do it. They've been started the right way and been brought slow, and now they're ready for some heat. So running a couple of them every day is probably not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So last year's NFR wasn't the most fun of NFRs for you.
No, we got out of there with more money than probably deserved. Won a couple of rounds, and but no, I actually, when I left home, I was more confident in my yellow than I've probably ever been. He felt better than he felt the last 2 years I rode him. But I had quit riding him some because he'd gotten a little tight throughout the year. But he felt good before I left, and I didn't even rope on him very much because he felt pretty good. But after about the second or third one, I could feel him kind of going back to his old ways, and I started to switch. I took another horse that I wanted to ride, but then I'd go practice on her, and then I'd get nervous and stay on the yellow, and ended up just winging it through.
So this year, what are you going to do? What are you riding?
I got a horse I bought a couple weeks ago that come from South Dakota, I think is where he originally come from, but I've been watching him all year, and I finally got him bought a couple weeks ago, and I'm pretty excited. He kind of reminds me a lot of Slim, more so than any horse I've had, and I haven't even tried to go fast on him. I've just been jackpotting. Went to a few rodeos, but
Whose horse was he?
Corey Kidd bought him from Kalen Johnson. Kevin bought him from, well, my mind goes nuts like this, but from a fella in South Dakota that I know real well. I can't think of his name, but he come from there. So I've known him for a long time. I actually was supposed to go look at him before Kalen bought him. Brock Hansen told me I need to go try that horse, and me making the effort to go to South Dakota to try one's not real good, but so I kind of had an idea before I even seen him, and then I seen Kalen ride him at a jackpot one night, and I liked him, and then Corey's rode him all fall, and he's got some age on him, so Corey wanted some younger horses, so we talked a little bit and I ended up buying him.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I hope it works out. I like him a lot.
Do you think there's a situation where you will back out and ride something more familiar in Vegas, or do you?
I don't know. I guess we're fixing to start practicing for the NFR and see. Lacey's been legging Slim up. He's as sound as he's ever been.
What?
Yeah, he's 26 and he don't have a knot on him, and he's never been injected, and he's full of himself, and we're kind of halfway been leaning that way, maybe riding him again, but kind of hate to ride him. He's 26, but man, he is. You'd think he's 12.
That would be the coolest story
Yeah,
if you ride him.
cool. I took him a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And then almost rode him then and backed out because the yellow was doing real good. And but man, he's easy there. He's so easy. So I don't know. We'll just see.
You'll keep Bambi real busy if you take.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be sleeping in a stall. She loves him as much as I do.
Yeah, that is super cool to know that she's legging him up. That's awesome. That Lacey's riding him. Does Libby ride Slim?
No, he's too much.
Still too
man.
much.
Yeah, he's about too much for me and Lacey. He's goofy now. He sees everything, but
But he doesn't see everything in the building?
no, he seems to be pretty. I think that's why I liked him so much all them years, is because he is kind of wanting to run off the whole time, and he doesn't take your throw away. You just have to kind of watch him in the box. He'll get to kind of getting nervous, and he'll get to leaning on the back of it a little bit. And a couple of times he's made me late. I don't know if I've ever broke a barrier on him there, because he's more likely to be late than you are early. So kind of got to keep him on the end of his toes a little bit. But as far as roping on him, man, he's free and easy, and you just have to keep pulling until you find a place to face.
Now, as far as partners go, you and Paul kind of got thrown together by default last year, but that's kind of the best default partner that you could find.
Yeah, no, actually, I caught him as soon as Me and Jake talked, and then when I was sure that all their other stuff was over, I called him right then and that evening and talked to him a little bit, and he called me back the next morning, and we decided to do it. So it's we were both kind of excited about the opportunity. It was like felt like a good match for a.
It feels like it is,
yeah.
This year has been really steady for you guys. Is that how you would describe it? As steady, or?
Well, we had a good winter, and the summer was okay. The fall was terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't look very good in the fall, but the winter and summer was pretty good. Yeah.
What was going on? Was the fall a part of the Ride Young horses, or what?
Yeah, well, I took some different horses to the Northwest, and which it was a little different Northwest than the years past. The steers was fresher and barriers was longer, and I think I just took the wrong set of horses. I was trying to give some a break and wanted to ride some different ones, and should have just stuck with the same old ones. Probably been a little different, but.
Do you still have your mare?
Yes.
Are you happy with her?
Yeah, I rode her a little bit this summer, and then should have took her with me. Ended up leaving her at home, and I sent her to Fort Madison. I was so excited to ride her up there, and rode her at Fort Madison. She come home, she got real sick, she colicked, then she got pneumonia for a week or two, and then she got salmonella for a week or two, and I actually.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she got sick, and then. So actually, yesterday was the first time I took her to a jackpot first time I've been her back since the 1st of September, so.
Yeah. Well, that was probably really stressful, is all that was going on.
Yeah.
Man, that's wild. I didn't know that. Due to the challenges of modern horsekeeping, many horses can benefit from the support of supplements to help them look and feel their best. Every horse is different, so SmartPack has made it easy to create a customized supplement program for your horse. With over 350 supplements available and a team of equine health experts on staff to help you choose between them, SmartPack is the smartest place to get your horse what he needs. Visit smartpack.com or call 1-800-461-8898 to learn more about how SmartPack can help you take great care of your horse today. Now, Libby, is she riding fast time? Do you still have fast time?
Yeah, he actually, I took him with me too and he kind of quit working a little bit. He was a little tighter than he'd been. He worked so good in California and this winter, and then I brought him home and took him to the vet, and he had a tear in his suspensory. So I don't know how long that's been, but so he's been a little bit off, and we've been rehabbing him for a month or so now, and he's back. He's good now. He's sound and ready to go, but probably give him the rest of the year off.
He's been through the ringer.
Yeah,
that horse has been through. So who all has owned him? Did Driggers ride him at the NFR?
I think he rode him a little bit.
Driggers. Yeah. Did Bird borrow him?
He said he run 3 steers on him.
Yeah.
One time.
And Colby
rode him the whole NFR one year.
Yeah. The year that he almost won the world.
Almost won the world, yeah. Him and Corey.
Yeah. And then you rode him at 2 NFRs?
No, I've never rode him at the NFR.
You never rode fast time at the NFR? No.
Okay.
You always ride your other yellow?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Man. So, but you've had him for 2 or 3 years, right?
Yeah. I bought him in California a year and a half ago. So,
what does he do that has what makes that horse so tough, or one that's lasted so long for so many different guys?
I don't know. Probably because he never changes. His demeanor's the same every day. He don't never score bad. He don't never duck. He don't never do anything other than what he does, and he is the exact same. If you get on him, or if I get on him, or whoever, he's a really good horse. I mean, thought about selling him. My wife's about killed me for thinking it, because it doesn't matter if you take him to San Antonio or BFI. He's the exact same. You never get no different. And he's been a good horse for a lot of people.
You've brought up your wife quite a few times. How much of a partnership is it, or how much How do you guys work together for your roping with your wife? How does she play into everything you do?
Well, she pretty much knows me better than I do, and she's really good about not saying too much, but saying something pretty sharp every once in a while that kind of make you think, yeah, you're right. She's really hard on me about the horses. She wants blankets on them regardless. She wants them looking fit, and she wants me to ride better, and she's more of that. She's more on that part of it. The roping part, she don't really say much. She just says I'm being ridiculous when I miss or whatever. But yeah, she knows what to say, when to say it. That's for sure.
That's awesome. About Libby, is she into it? Is she not into it?
Yeah, she started riding this fall more, which I trust Fast Time more than any of them. I can about holler at him and he'll stop. So. So I started letting her, which I'm kind of more scared of her riding than she is, so I don't hardly let her get on anything. But she started riding him, and she got to liking it pretty good up there in the Northwest. We got to playing, and we'd go chase aliens and save babies and just whatever kids like to do. And we just played forever. And then now that Lacey has a horse her dad gave her, a long time ago, 2007, she's a 12-year-old, and we've healed on her forever, and she's real gentle, and so now she's been home, she's been running barrels on it. And
I saw there's barrels in your arena.
Oh yeah,
That was
barrel
surprising.
racing. We barrel race every day now, so.
Me
and Libby.
Which one's your barrel horse?
This whatever head horse I'm on, but she wins every time, so it don't matter.
That's awesome. So Libby's getting older.
Older.
Older. Is she 5?
She's 5.
5. So I was always, people have told me that you've said that when Libby's ready for you to be done, you're going to be done.
Yeah.
What's the timeline on that?
I don't know. I don't know what's. I know I'm rodeoing next year for sure, and then I don't know what's going to happen. But she goes to a little Christian school in Granbury, and they pretty much can do what we want to. So I don't really know. But we won't leave without her. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Are you and Paul going next year?
No, I don't think so. I think we're going to do something different.
We don't know yet.
Huh?
You don't know yet?
Yeah, we are. We're doing something different.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I'm on a rope with Patrick Smith.
Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever rodeoed together? I don't think so. No. And you guys are so similar as far as temperaments. And yeah.
No, he's a lot more laid back. I get pretty mad.
Yeah.
So.
But I guess you're similar as far as points in your life and what you want out of rodeo, perhaps.
Yeah, and we've always talked about roping. It's just never really worked out, and I've probably run more steers with him than I have anybody.
Yeah, you practiced for last year's NFR pretty much exclusively at his house. And
yeah, we've roped a lot of steers together, so it'll be exciting.
He's got a great horse.
2 of them.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Are you going to do? Patrick's got a really busy business schedule, but this year with Aaron, he seemed to really prioritize roping too. Is there going to be anything different about the way you rodeo next year?
No, he says he's more excited to get to go jackpot every day, like like I've always had, and he's 100% in. So this is what I do. I rope, and I make a living roping, and he says that's what he wants to do. So team roping is going to be the priority.
And your girls are friends.
Yeah. They go to school together.
Oh, they do.
They carpool every day, and so it should be good.
That'll be fun. That'll be exciting to watch. There's going to be a lot of teams that switch it. Somebody told me everybody except maybe the top 2 teams are swapping it up this year.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Who's Paul going with?
I don't know.
I haven't talked to him yet either.
Said, no.
Gotcha. Well, is there anything you are looking forward to in Vegas this year that's different, or are you?
No, I'm super excited to go. That's for sure. I'm ready to. That Paul Eaves is one of the best healers ever walked. So to get the head for him there is, I need to do a good job.
It'll be fun. Did you go break in the NFR steers?
I did. They're really good. They're a touch smaller than last year. They all have great horns. They were not real fleshy. They're man, I think this is probably the best set of steers we've roped in a while. They're just the way they broke in, and I've been watching some old NFRs when they were a little smaller, and how good it was to watch and stuff. So I think it'll be real interesting. I think it'll be a roping contest.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
As far as the young guys that are going to be at the finals this year, who are you excited to watch? There's going to be 5, I think, new fresh first-timers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, I got a lot of hopes for Caleb Anderson. He's a Carolina boy, and he's a good kid, good guy. And, he lives with us, and I've got to be a
He just got married.
Just got married to a great woman, and man, I've seen how hard he's worked at it all year, and how hard he's tried, and I'm so excited. I hope he wins a lot. He's very talented. And
he's going to be behind some amazing head horses.
Right.
So
Jake Cooper has
Jake can keep everything
2 of
right
the
in his
greatest head
wheelhouse.
horses there, and he's sharp too. He won't make a mistake. So Caleb's gonna get the hill fast, and he's good at it. So
have they been practicing with you?
No, Caleb. He's been home for a couple weeks getting married, and, but no, I'm sure we'll get to rope it up here before long.
That was tough. There were 2 big weddings the same weekend. You couldn't make both, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we went to Caleb's on Friday, and then I made a short run at Waco. So.
Oh, you missed Triggers then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I went to Driggers. I didn't get to go to
Caleb.
Anderson.
Yeah. 2 Calebs.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Driggers on Friday, and then we didn't get to go to Caleb's Anderson's. So.
Gotcha. Did you go to Waco with Paul?
Paul, yeah.
With Paul. Gotcha. Very good. All right, Mr. Brown. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for listening to this episode with Luke Brown. We'll talk at y'all next week. This episode was brought to you by SmartPack.com. Remember, visit SmartPack.com or call 1-800-461-8898 to learn more about how SmartPack can help you take great care of your horse today.